Did it go away?
Good evening. Yes, it did, my love.
There we go.
Yeah. I don't know why that was doing that. That's very
That
weird.
was weird. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
Didn't make me feel good.
it's okay. We like to make everybody feel good on
Yeah.
Just Not Checkers Wednesday, Boo.
Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We are still, and you know what? Because we are in the later stages of Scorpio season, I can rightfully
Oh,
see now you just fucked up everything. So we are chestnut checkers. We are celebrating today. Happy Wednesday, everybody. She just
happy Wednesday.
want to
I
share.
told you, and you're gonna call it by its rightful name,
I
or
was
we're
trying
gonna have a
to
problem.
pay homage, but then you just ruined it. So, and not even. This is my co-host. Her, I am
Oh!
William Alexander, aka Scarf Boy. You didn't fucked up my name, Scarf Boy, aka the Black MacGyver,
Hey, boo.
aka Scarf Boy Productions,
How you
and
doing?
that over there is my co-host
Over here.
because
The other
we're
way.
not, we're not okay right now.
No, we're doing great.
We're not okay right now.
We're doing great. What you
So
mean?
I'm going to conclude. I'm going to conclude that in my time of knowing this young lady, in my time, and I just found out, we can. Oh, she's over here to
Oh,
me.
over there.
How
Yeah,
the fuck is that reversed?
your settings.
Freak.
Your settings.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I know. I
That
know.
doesn't make. Listen, man.
It's
Anyway,
anywho, in this
we're
wonderful
having
time of
beef.
Sagittarius Eve. It is a wonderful Wednesday.
Scorpio season.
Sagittarius Eve. I
Dude, you're just not a good person today. Like I just want to
am a
conclude
good person
today.
every day.
There's just gonna have to be some redemption. Maybe I'm hungry.
Yeah, you need a
My food is
Snickers.
en route,
Look, you need a
but we
Snickers.
are we are we are for the shits today, y'all. We actually are excited to talk about some things. We are excited to go over some stuff. Um,
Hey, Devin.
we're going to get into it. How are you? Mind, body, spirit. How are you?
Mind is as cracked as ever. Body is good. Spirit is good. My mind is a little left of center. It's okay. It's okay. You know.
Listen, I'm um I'm better. I would say I'm not physically at 100%.
Good.
Mm, I would say I'm about like maybe 85 still. I mean, I got raggedy on my birthday. Got a little. Mine is okay. It's still kept. Spirit strong. My
Yeah.
spirit
Spirit,
strong
spirit is
is
holding this whole bitch
strong.
together right now.
Solid than a motherfucker, ain't it? Like
Oh, I'm tired.
man, my body weary though. I mean, I'm trying to tell you,
It's okay. The Lord is gonna take my
man. Listen,
any minute and just drag my ass along because the body ain't doing what it do the way it's supposed to. But I did lose 3 pounds. So
congratulations.
I'm happy about that.
Absolutely.
And I'm looking forward to going into Sagittarius season in a week. Um, to get moving on this re-stopping smoking these cigarettes.
Listen, I support you truly.
I
I
know.
support you. I just know that it's always a one step journey, and I fully support you 100%. And I think that you know what, you're beautiful without them.
Thank you, baby.
Absolutely,
I appreciate
absolutely,
that. And I believe it and I receive it. So I appreciate you.
no problem.
Absolutely.
Listen, what's the young man's name? Candyman.
Oh, Tony Todd. Okay. First of all, rest in peace to Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. Some people say 5 times, so I'm gonna only do three just in case. Technically, this is a mirror. So if y'all can't find me tomorrow, y'all know what the fuck happened. Listen, I feel like he's more scary or dead. Is it just me, the nigga that played Death and Candyman, is now in the spirit realm where we can't
You
see
just
him?
like now you didn't said that shit 4 times.
Oh, Candyman, fuck it. So, like, hey, life can't get too much crazier, can it?
Dude,
Um,
I'm gonna suck through this goddamn floor.
hey, don't you suck into no
I
goddamn floor.
listen. I'll be the pettiest ghost ever.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't feel me. Like, see. Thank you, Devin. Like the fact that we can't see him no more, but he's still here, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
I would probably like. I hope, and whether or not you guys believe in reincarnation, you know, flow with me here for a minute. We're in some shitty, we're in some moods right now.
Poop poopy dude. Let's go.
I would hope that the creator would have me become something that I could be petty with, because I feel like I deserve a moment of pettiness in some of these long journeys that I've been taking, and I feel like I've let a lot of stuff slide. So somewhere there's going to be grace given where I hope that I would be like a boogeyman style hamster or something like that. Something like crazy wild like that. That would be some shit.
The levels behind what you it like peeled off after I started laughing, like
Yeah,
no.
huh, huh. They like some shit. That would be some shit, wouldn't it?
Yo.
Like a squirrel or something.
Mm-mm,
So
mm-mm.
wild ass shit, like
Oh, that's
a
funny.
moose.
Not a moose. Is the
Yeah.
plural of a moose a meese? What? How do we do this? Because the plural of mouse is mice.
Oh shit.
The plural of moose got to
We're
be.
not doing this. We're not
Okay,
not
okay, all right. Not today.
not today.
All right. No, no problem. It's been a
On
long.
episode 11,
We'll get that
we
together.
gonna we gonna sound smarter than what we actually just that 3 seconds edit. We gonna write that off
So,
and
y'all, let y'all know something for real. When he say we with the shit, I be with the shits. Like y'all don't even understand what goes on up here.
cannonball.
He talks
Yo, I just
ADHD.
had a new word of the day. I did well. It was old to you.
Yes. I
Um,
love it though. I love it. It's a classic.
I
Not old. It's a classic.
Broham, shouts out to you, $1 billion babies.
Hi, Jerry.
With Devin Machiavelli, shouts out to you, much love. Everybody who's here, make sure you like and
Hey,
subscribe.
everybody.
Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. I know
Share
my
this with
community better
people.
get their asses on there before I start playing my bass outside my window.
Boom, boom,
But
boom,
we out
boom,
here, we
boom.
gonna act a fool. But I'm excited and I'm happy for the day. Oh, and I learned this word, and it was probably an old word that you were talking about, dingus. That is the funniest word.
And
That's the word of the year for me.
you see how it just sent me back like I was 11 again. Like
That tickled my soul.
that was how we called each other dickheads before we could say dickhead. Before we even knew what a dickhead was, we was calling each other dinguses. Ain't
So
that crazy?
so so is the plural for dingus dingai?
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. Yeah, just cause.
Just look at that little pack of dingai.
Just pack of dingai. It's a flock of dingai. It's like
A flock of dingai. a cattle of dingai.
a murder of dingai over there. Like,
Flock of dingai.
yeah, we
That
know
is
words, y'all. We
funny.
just be having fun. We know words for real.
That is
Um,
absolutely hilarious. No, fuck y'all. That is funny.
that was funny.
Dingus.
Hey,
Where was I?
Christina, I don't know where you were that
Oh,
you
I
heard
was
this
just
word
sending you
out
the link.
today.
Shouts out to
What was
this
the
young
other
woman.
one? Because you told me it was another one.
Oh, oh shit.
Love you too, Jeremy. Thank you.
It's the woman one. Shoot.
I remember. Y'all, he just learned it today. He was today years old when he realized we called it a cootie.
Cootie cat.
I said, boy, that's what we used to call it before we knew what to call it.
No, I heard the word before, but I never really associated. Shouts out Jeremy. Jeremy Brandon, shouts out. I've never associated it with like
Hey,
a person.
Christina.
So I was talking and I was on in a
Wait,
group.
run that back. You said you never associated with a person.
No, like it was no. You gotta hear what happened. So this young lady was going off. She was like really like because she's tired of like the shittery, and I get it. Shouts out to Django back here having his moment. But
Yeah, it's the best
she
part
was
of
like and she said the what did she say the dingus of this community, and I'm like the who, and she said the
it.
dingus. And like she's like, all they do is just dingus. And I'm like, what the fuck is a ding? So I'm like, somebody tell me what a dingus is. And lo and behold, somebody said it was a dickhead. I was
Dickhead.
done.
Look, you
And
little
then she
dickhead.
said, and then when she said the cootie cats, I can only imagine when she said the ding is what the cootie.
No, that's just what we called it. That's just what we called
That
it.
shit took me out. I'm sorry. I was done after that, man.
Hilarious.
I said the who?
Hilarious.
Man, oh man. So Ray J. Ray J.
We went from scary to scary up. Wait a
Listen.
minute.
Nah, listen. Ray J, and this is all seriousness. I'm gonna have a sip of water. We're on no drinking, no anymore. William is getting older, y'all.
We got our water.
Shouts out. I love you, Kristen.
I told you
You're in full support, yo.
we be in sync.
But William is now on his his body has officially been done drinking.
Yeah,
And we are moving forward with a new journey. So
some chicken.
Shouts out to Jim Beam. Shouts out to the old fashions, and God, I'm gonna miss y'all. Shouts out to the margaritas. I'm still coming down to Copas for my fajitas and everything,
Right.
but
Yeah, every once in a while is good, but we gotta take more water than liquor. I can't.
I had to let my body heal.
Yeah, I need for you to start like making chicken feet stew. Get some of that collagen so your shoulders ain't just slipping out on you no more.
That shit scared me, man. I like that.
Tried to told you. It's everybody's like, oh, when you hit 40. No, it's the moment you hit 41.
Coughing. I had a cramp that I couldn't shake. I'm like, what the body just
you gotta roll around for a little bit. You got
coughed and end up with palsy and shit. Like, how the fuck what I do?
Coughing the whole hip out of whack. Look.
Man, I'm rolling up spinach and just dunking it in Gatorade and just eating it. It's like I ain't know what to do with my life.
I tell people all the time, up until you're 40, the only light that's possibly gonna come on your dashboard is your gas light. Like you need some fuel, right? Soon as 41 hits, you're gonna get an ABS light here and there.
Man,
if you've really been bad to yourself, then your engine light's coming on automatically, nigga. Like
almost blew a gasket,
baby. So
Ray J, your boy Ray J, your boy Ray J. You had an interview with Pastor Jamal Bryant, and they're trying not to air this interview, which I saw clips of it, but I can't get to the clips anymore because they took them off. It is absolutely hilarious. Listen, Ray J, and I'm going to say this in seriousness. I hope you are paying for your therapist. Like you need, and if you only have one therapist, Ray J,
get to
no, you need you need a squad, bro. Because upstairs you need Voltron. Like my nigga, you need the Power Rangers of the therapy time. Like you need so much help, brother. Like and I get it. It was Jamal Bryant. Like
I told you what happened, bro. He went on Funny Marco and got outraged by fucking Orlando Brown. And ever since then, he been turned up. He did the live with Nicki Minaj and was sitting there looking weird to the point where she told him just go on ahead and come out the closet, baby. He did this crazy Jamal Bryant interview where he just looked.
Now he threatening to snatch Jamal Bryant off the stage.
Then turned around and went and told on everybody in Hollywood who's supposedly paying off
Now, Jeremy, if that's a real case, there is places for you to go. There are apps. I don't even hit us up, man. I don't even want to take that lightly. There are apps. There are people. The first step is really taking that step to go.
Absolutely.
We make a lot of excuses as to why we can't get help, but the first step is to actually do it. So we will drop some links. We will make sure we get you some help, do some serious help.
Absolutely.
But with that said, I don't know if y'all know Jamal Bryant. Now, I will crack jokes about Jamal Bryant. I've been around him. I don't know him to know him, but I've been around him. My food is almost here. I'm about to.
Yeah.
But Jamal Bryant, as much as you may think he's a pastor and is a soft dude, you don't want to run up on him, Ray J. Ray J, Jamal Bryant's qualified, bro. He will put you down. That is East Baltimore. My dude, you don't want that smoke.
Let Ray J get handled, bro. Like I ain't even gonna stop it no more because Ray J think he's something that he not. I don't watch Ray J get punched in his face one too many times.
My phone here. Hold up. Go ahead.
To be sitting around talking about snatching nobody. He a goddamn mess. Look, William got choked by his headphones. Oh gosh. But yeah, Ray J, the most recent thing that I heard, y'all, is that he's basically saying that certain people are going around paying off the Diddy people who are supposed to be witnesses in the courtroom so that they don't testify. Like Diddy got people out here paying folks off so they don't testify since he wasn't allowed. The crazy jog to the kitchen was dope. He got some new sweatpants, y'all. Y'all see the green sweatpants. Now, we done told this nigga to stop wearing sweatpants outside. I'm going to cuss him out while he can't hear me because we done told his ass a couple of different times now that he can't be wearing them joggers all through the world. And he out here with his printout again just because they not gray. Him running in the background was hilarious, right, Jeremy? Look, this is my buddy over here. He be finding his life, but we going to stop talking about his sweatpants before he put his earbuds in. Hurry up and get your ears in so I can stop talking shit. So yeah, y'all, that's Ray J in a nutshell. And you heard about the fact that he's saying that, what'd you do? Technical difficulties. Either that or they forgot his drink and had to come back. Look. I can't hear you, baby. I can't hear you.
I said Django then ran his ass outside.
Oh shit. He came back.
Just now I said, oh shit.
I thought they forgot your drink. Look, I thought they forgot your goddamn drink. But yeah, so Ray J's out here wilding in these streets. What else is going down? While we're talking about these celebrities that got a lot to say, Bill Bellamy recently did an interview. I don't know if you've seen this, but he was asked blatantly during this interview if he had ever been invited or gone to a Diddy party, to which he said no. But then he went on this whole long diatribe about how Hollywood is so quiet right now. He said you could hear a fucking pin drop because these niggas know them freak off tapes is about to come out. And they scared that everybody gonna see them getting done.
Listen, Diddy.
Amen, by the way. I saw that. I appreciate you.
I say. I feel like and I believe that everybody who's denying is crying on the inside.
It's crying on the inside.
Marlon Wayans.
Baby.
I feel bad.
Hey, Rose.
Rosemary.
You know, and William and I was having an interesting conversation since we turned to this level of freak offs. Like, what percentage of your sex game do you give to a person whose sex you don't deem good? That's the conversation in the background. Like, if you feel like they sex is trash, do you give them the full 100%? How does that work?
You do you put it on them? Do you put it on them?
Do you supposed to give them the 100% the first time, or do you wait? Like I'm asking because you know maybe this is why I always end up creating stalkers because I like sex, so I'm trying to do what I like to do without no regard to what the other person may be thinking.
Shit.
Boom, boom, boom. That macaroni and cheese do look good, but it got hot sauce in it. I can't.
No, it does not.
Cajun macaroni and cheese is just macaroni with some hot sauce.
No, it's not. It is not.
How you make it at home. At a restaurant, Cajun macaroni and cheese is just macaroni and cheese with some hot sauce.
This wasn't made at a restaurant.
Okay.
This is not hot sauce. Sinner.
Me? You call me a sinner
You eat hot sauce.
on my chicken?
I don't.
There's another way, but we gonna get back to the question and that'll evolve.
So I don't. So
You don't what? You don't give you
I
100% of
don't.
your time?
Absolutely not.
So if you find like it's good, like you get in there and it's damn good, do you go for a round two to give more percentage, or do you just still? God damn it, bro! I ain't never not had a round two. I've never had a one night stand. I've never like
Now there's reasons, and I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like sex makes people weird.
it.
Now it
Too. This is my
that's
problem.
that's often why it doesn't always
Oh,
sometimes get to round two
you see,
because it. Oh, that's
that's my big
Tuesday.
dragon. That's Tuesday. She
Hey,
finally
Tuesday.
got her ass up there so she can see me see. She just sitting there. I'm
He
like,
was like,
oh.
but yeah, like sex to me is like God forbid, do you know I wouldn't be safe.
Right.
No,
This is why I'm unsafe, but I don't know how to dial it back.
I think. Listen, I think we can agree to disagree. We can put our signs aside. Are you a November person?
No,
Damn,
outside of Thanksgiving.
I tried to give you some credit here
Okay, so what I'm gonna say is that allegedly, I was supposed to be born on Thanksgiving, which that year would have been like the 25th.
because I feel like you're actually a true November person, and November people are good people in general. I think November people are better than any other month.
Because you're a November person, but
Of course.
my experience doesn't allow me to proceed with the same results that you have. December people are awesome, but people think we're the devil too. So, like, I get it. I get it.
And just
Oh,
like boop,
that's why they put
don't,
hot
don't,
sauce in your
they
motherfucking
did not.
cheese. Yes, they did. You
Sinner.
eating hot sauce and you didn't even know it.
You're a sinner.
Mhm.
So we have this video. Were you able to pull that video up?
Uh,
We're gonna get started on this habit dad because it's a little bit longer than we normally would play a video.
can I
But
do one more current event before we move on?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
They caught 25 of the 43 monkeys that escaped from the bio lab in North Carolina. So we still got 6, 7, 8, 9, 30.
Listen, that's a sign. I'm
18
trying to tell
monkeys
y'all.
still out here running
I'm
around.
trying to tell y'all.
There's still 18 monkeys running around that they haven't caught, but they at least caught 25.
I'm
So
trying to tell y'all.
there's that. And in the meantime, the people that was out catching the monkeys allegedly saw Bigfoot. So it's crazy out in the world right now.
Are
We
you
got monkeys
serious?
and Bigfoot in South Carolina. But they did catch the little boy that was shooting people on the highway in North Carolina. So at least they got one thing right.
What
Um,
the hell is going on down there?
I'm in Georgia. I'm in Georgia.
I didn't even have to do that to this
You
stuff.
did, you did though. You ate the shit out of that macaroni and cheese. You ate the
You
shit out of that
you know what else I can do? Yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
yeah,
But he
yeah,
says so. I'm
yeah.
tired of taking niggas' words for it. No,
You ain't got to take my word for it. Just watch how I be fucking up that macaroni and cheese.
just because it
This
makes the
this
noise
five
don't
foot
mean
eight, 160 pound man. Don't you ever
just because
be sad.
it
Lean
makes
on
the noise
me.
don't mean it's good.
Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. That's it. Hold
Oh,
on.
that's hilarious.
Layers, y'all.
So many layers. I'm an ogre.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, outside of everything else that we talked about, if you got the text message and you went and picked the cotton, good on you. Good on you. I hope they pay you well, but I doubt it with this country's history. So
Oh yeah, that was wild.
we're gonna go into this video, and then I have a question. So let me get this video queued up. But I have a question that plays into this because I've really been thinking about this since you sent me this video.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it irked the shit out of me, by the way, y'all. It really, really did.
The reason why I think you're saying it's potentially unsafe, we can't go and say this person is lying or not because we were not there, correct? We weren't there when that. So if this person has this accusation, we wasn't in the room to say 100%. And so what he's saying is, or potentially it's dangerous when we now insinuate they're just doing this for character destruction, highlights the need for the Me Too movement.
I never said that was the only reason.
Well,
you guys one of the reasons.
Most, generally.
No, I said generally.
And
what you
most.
talking about?
You got to stand on
Bro,
that, bro.
generally,
Stand on that.
Generally is most.
Stand on that, bro.
We're standing on it. What are you talking about? But
Even if you imply one is lying, that's still information you don't have access to.
Most is not all.
If it's one,
that's totally fine, bro.
That.
Logical thinker, man.
People that's joining the Me Too movement, talking about their personal experience, you think the majority of those people are lying?
Generally.
Oh my God.
Generally, I don't believe them.
Oh my God.
I don't believe.
As a man, as a protector, I want the men out here who see this to be more concerned with how to stop those who have genuinely experienced abuse as opposed to worrying about who's lying about it. As a man, that's our responsibility. Let the court system and all that shit figure that out. And of course, that's a travesty too when it's lied about. But let's focus on this shit is happening at an alarming rate. And as men, this is where our attention should be going.
I paused the video because I would like to read the statistics that they put up after this conversation. And it states an estimated 91% of victims of rape and sexual assault are female and 9% male. Nearly 99% of perpetrators are male. Around the world, at least one woman in every 3 has been beaten, coerced into sex, or otherwise abused in her lifetime. Most often the abuser is a member of her own family or is her partner. These statistics are extremely, extremely, extremely high, right? When we're saying 1 out of 3, if you have 4 sisters, one of them went through this. And it's not a question, it's a truth. And it sucks to know that there are still people, even after the so-called Me Too movement, who take this man's point of view and run the fucking yard with that shit.
His views are and I have to always try to give grace that broken clocks can be right twice a day, and also give at least credit to whatever success he finds himself in that makes him support his family. I'm not ever going to take food at anybody's mouths. However, what I will also evidently see is that truth comes present, and whatever his ideas are, that is only between him and his wife and whoever supports him. But what reality is that we don't subscribe to that. But like that was to say. And in that interview, this is what he declared. And I want to get into this idea of high value because it
was top tier.
Top tier. It was high value, top tier. However you want to call this. What? When did we put money over moral and character principles?
1999, the number, another summer.
Like this high value shit, if you're basing a high value scale on how much income this person makes, then this is part, not all, of why that statistic is where it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Agreed.
Like, and now this is on both sides of the spectrum here. This is not just men and women. If you're saying the high value equates to income and whoever is making said income, and you're missing every other part of what will allow that person to be at least substantial and an asset to your life. And if that's defined as high value, I am sad for our state of affairs right now. Like,
then you wonder why I went so hard for us choosing the bear. This is it all plays into that whole idea of why women choose the bear. But these are the men, these are the majority of men, since he wants to use generalizations and weird blanket terms.
yeah.
Generally, this is what men sound like today.
That's crazy. Do I sound like that?
No, but you're not. Okay, so
Oh.
I had a little fit earlier at my phone because I'm tired of hearing in the start of videos what a real man wants. What a real man wants is for you stupid ass niggas to sit down and stop talking about what the fuck a real man wants, because y'all have no fucking clue. And as soon as I hear that shit, I already know some bullshit's about to follow it. Right?
You heard a dingai?
Baby. And so I said I had a question. So let me go forward with my question, right? Sorry, that's me sharing. My question, when we see in this, because automatically, and I told you as soon as I watched it, how pissed off this shit made me. And you had to point out to me that, but he was checked in the moment. And so at least there were other men there to show that not all men are doing that, right? My question is the reason that men like the one in this video saying this bullshit feel emasculated because their manhood is rooted in oppressing women?
I'm sorry. I just had to address something. What can you repeat what you just said? I sent somebody a live and then they call me.
Oh, finish your text, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead. And I'll ask you again when I have you.
Can you go ahead? I'm sorry. I'm listening.
You're fine, baby. I'm not upset. I had to do it all the time. Yeah, to breathe through that moment because it pisses me off too. Look, don't call me if I texted you, period. But we're going to get there.
Go ahead.
Is the reason that men like the one in this video, is the reason that they feel emasculated because their manhood is rooted in the oppression of women?
I think that people like him, they live their life off of, they're like low vibrational, low frequency people. That starts off of, and it looks like in his case, he's been picked on a lot as a kid.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm serious. Like you could tell, like he was, because of how he attacked certain things. Like, oh, I'm right. Like he was picked on a lot, and unfortunately,
not to get punched in the face. Got you.
Yeah, and he was either the super skinny kid that got real swole, or he was likely the fat kid that swelled down. You know what I mean? Like, but regardless of the fact, that's what he attributes his masculinity towards, which is very, very brittle.
And the reason why I laughed when you made your original statement is not that I disagree, but I don't think it's picking on. I think he's probably been disrespectful since day one and played the role of victim because he was constantly getting punched in his face. And now that he has a space to not get punched in the face, he can do his.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you get picked on after a while, you've seen the kid that gets bullied. After a while, after getting bullied, they just got a smart mouth because they only get slapped anyway.
Yeah, that's basically what's going on.
Like you come up to me this time, like, all right, make sure you use all 5 fingers. You gonna catch it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, make it worth your while. But but at the same token, you know, like some part of his DNA.
Slap with 2 fingers at that point, like just 2. I'm just
right. But somewhere in his DNA, like he went to the to Never Never Land. And those who go to Never Never Land never quite grow up, and they grow into something that's almost like it's a monstrosity. You know what I mean? Like they're able to and God only knows if he actually were to do the work necessary to feel a little better about himself, He'd likely have a better understanding as to how he's coming across to people.
But I mean, do you really supposed to be ugly and dumb? Like he can't pick a struggle out in the world?
I mean, his wife loves him. I saw his wife. His wife loves him. He loves his wife or partner, whoever it is. I feel like they should share that bond together. Ooh, they're weird to see.
Do I get to punch her in the face for his behavior?
She's something I wouldn't date.
No, but you get what I'm saying? Like, he's married?
I think he got a whole happy family.
Are they?
If I do you never saw his family?
I didn't want to see him.
I'm not casting aspersion. That's a beautiful family.
But he's been foisted upon me. I personally cast aspersions. So if they're ugly,
they're not. It's interesting how he addresses certain things and certain styles of women. And then when I looked, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't want to be ran up on. Because if you actually were like, there's some of the females that he's talking to, and sometimes they be checking your ass, because if they had they dude in here checking your ass, I get it. You strong enough to probably able to take a good swing. You might have a little bit of craftsman, but I'm trying to tell you, one of them about them lives, then they come busting up in there with you don't want that smoke. And he makes it very evident. He says he doesn't like men up in his studio, which I always also found interesting. I understood it, but you don't have to be like, I would have a gentleman on here all day, and I'd have a gentleman in my room in here all day. We busting up, and I'll say the same shit. I don't give a fuck who you are, and that makes me that gives me cause for pause. Like, what the fuck are you standing on that you can't say what the fuck you got to say in front of her, or him?
So before I get
weird to me
with the topic, right? Before I get serious with the topic, I just need to point out one more thing about the video, okay? And y'all, I am at my fucking wits end. I am 5'10", 209 pounds, and I am tired of it only being the niggas who are 5'6" and 5'7" that have any fucking values, and 5'8". Why the one tall nigga in the room gotta act like that?
Why you gotta act like that? No, but for like, I don't know what the hell happened to society. Like, we got drained of so much shit. Like, he said, I'm what did he say? He's high something
top
because top tier because he's 6'4".
6'4", $100,000 more a year.
Yeah.
So you do the math. Those was the only two.
Yeah, he said you do the math, and he said he's smart or some weird shit.
I don't remember hearing that, and maybe it just.
But he doesn't know how to be quiet. He doesn't know how to really appropriate himself to have a conversation that may actually benefit somebody. Like, you can't harshly reproof somebody and then once you break them emotionally talk about, oh, I was speaking to the queen in you. Bitch, no the fuck you wasn't. You was being derogatory, and now that you're being derogatory because now somebody will attack your ass like that, you be like, generally, come on, you can't live life like that. Like, that gets real semanticized, and I don't like people like that. He looks like a weird person.
Hi, Mr. William.
Hi, young lady.
He said, "Hi, young lady."
Hi.
Hi.
Smell like soap and toothpaste, and I love it.
Because I was working.
It sounded like she was trying to showcase her breath. She was like, "Hi."
Right. You was brushing your teeth, getting ready for bed.
I love it.
Love you. Close my door.
How about Leia's back cat tooth fell out?
Oh.
And then she brushes it and says, "Here you go, Dad. It might be worth a little bit more now."
I like the way she's thinking. Like, I'm not mad. I'm not.
Leia's an interesting one.
Look, it might be worth a little bit.
She's an interesting one. She dropped it in some peroxide and made sure that it was nice and clean, and she got
It was silver and it was clean. I like her. Unlike you, Django, who just want to be up in the mix, running your mouth all day. I heard you.
He is so inappropriate.
Come up here purring all loud and shit, putting your
Don't
ass
he?
on camera. Look.
It almost makes you love him, but y'all don't even understand how much of a pain in the ass he is.
I love Django, but he is a pain in the ass. I still love him.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, like that idea. And then to speak about, like, I don't care what you may think or feel about a person if they've gone through some sort of traumatic event.
Right.
Like, that is not your place to speak on that. That is not.
Understand when they gave him the chance to retract, and dude was like, "You need to stand on that." He's like, "I am." Like,
generally, nah, bitch. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I don't even like using that word, but that John. Oh my God.
I don't like the idea that this not. If it was an individual singular time that I heard mentalities like this, it wouldn't be so bad. You know what I mean? But this is the generally speaking, these are the ideas that I'm hearing from these men who have these platforms. And like I said, I'm grateful.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in the room who tried to explain to him how wrong he was. I am grateful for that. Not to say that it did anything to help the situation, but at least they were there in that same platform to say, "Nah, bro, we got to protect the women before we accuse them."
Yeah, like put them in, because again, the most important thing that I've taken away from my 30s in life is the fact that vulnerability will shine a light and will bear truth to most of the things that we deal with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the moment that somebody's going to tell the truth of the matter.
Yeah.
And at that point, you deal with it then. But all parties go to each neutral side. Now, if you were dealing with an ain't shit person and you knew they wasn't shit, then why'd you keep dealing with them?
That part.
I'm guilty too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, y'all can't do nothing.
Did you just me?
I did. And I just hit my head on my microphone.
That's what you fucking get for me in the first place. Look, fuck your glasses up again. I don't know, William. Like, I was so angry. I'm to the point now where I'm just over it. Like, I'm not even in the house no more. I'm over it. If that room is any indication of the dating pool, then 1 out of every 2 women think that way, and 1 out of every 3 men. The fuck? Like, really think about the numbers on that. Like, if I go on 3 dates, at least one of those dudes thinks like that guy, and the other 2 niggas got to be short. Fuck out of here! Like, I'm tired.
Listen, I might low key like have to buckle down to a big joint. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm just saying. I don't understand what I'm not sure where we going with that.
So anyway, we gonna invite and we're open up the chat. Should I put the actual link in here?
Yeah.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe. We're actually gonna put the link in here. Bring y'all on here if y'all decide to come on. We don't normally do this, so this is gonna be rather interesting. Absolutely. So if you want to come on and join us, we're gonna drop it right in this here chat. Make sure I don't break nothing.
You got it.
I will die for you.
Hey,
darling, if you want me to.
Oh,
I mean, let's talk about, at the end of the day, y'all experience in the in this here dating pool.
Trash.
Let's talk about it. It's not even really. We don't even have to always talk about what your experiences are in the dating pool. Let's talk about what we're going to do next. to make sure that we don't follow the same trend that led us down to that sludge fest anyway.
I'm gonna wait for
And the
Jesus to
and the
come back.
dinguses.
Look, I'm gonna wait for Jesus to come back, and
No.
then hopefully all the sinners can be saints again, and I'll have a decent chance at finding somebody with some sense.
I'm cracking up. So we're dropping it in the chat right now. 1 second.
Yay.
Vamp.
Vampa.
That's me.
Hey.
Boom. Oh no. Dummy.
What'd you do?
Being me.
Why are you there?
Because I have to invite guests. And unfortunately my iPad don't let me do both of them at the same time.
Oh, baby, just tell me this stuff.
I want to do it myself.
No, it's done.
I already did it. Now.
I don't see it.
I did it.
Where'd you put it?
In the group, in the chat.
In the group, in the chat. Oh.
Right there.
Yay. Look.
Did you do that?
Mm-mm. I did.
I did that.
Yeah, you did that.
I did that. Bang.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all bring your little behinds on here.
All right, I'm
going to take my behind down.
Yeah.
Move me.
Look,
Bow. I'm off.
I got you. I got you, boo. But please
die
feel
for
free
you.
to jump on, make yourself pretty, wash your lips and your ears.
Oh yeah.
Because we're gonna ask you to come up and know how to spoke.
Yeah.
And have a point of view that's relevant, so we can chop it up, because I'm sure everybody has a good opinion on these subjects, and we would love for y'all to join the conversation.
And if you come on here with some arms of the angel style shit, again, I promise you, it's not gonna happen. I'm be like, I will click you off. Blessings. Bow. You getting off of here. Like, there was this one guy, right? And I hope you're watching this. He was like, I am a minister in Nigeria.
Slums of Nigeria.
And I am feeding 75 families, but I am just out of money. So I'm going to leave my Cash App and hope that you guys will bless us so we can keep blessing these 75 families.
Me and Tay was at this.
We was like,
okay, I added that to the list.
Yeah, you better not feed 75 families, bitch. You take a dollar out my goddamn account. I swear to God, I'll rip the arms of that motherfucking angel off.
Oh my God.
I will dethrone you. It'll be Sodom and Gomorrah up in this bitch. You take 70. You better not feed 100 families out of my goddamn bank account.
Oh God.
I got rent.
So, and I guess why I'm kind of at a loss for words with this topic is it's 2024. So we're still talking about the Me Too movement, right? Which was what,
18? Yeah.
Not to say that it went away, but it was definitely a trending thing, at least half a decade ago. Like, the fact that y'all are still having to bring these things up, like these haven't been publicly discussed for the last at least 5 years. It's what the fuck is over here? I
just like the color blend. Did you see this beauty back here?
It's pretty. It is.
That shit don't know is dope. Don't.
I'm a girl. The fuck?
Thank you.
Every time I fucking go be girl, you're like, nah, do some nigga shit.
I know you got to like this. I'm just messing with you, but I thank you. It's a beautiful blend. It gives you like a good aura. Like,
so let me explain something to
ahead.
you. Me and Boo, we've been talking about our mansion. So we're going to have a purple mansion because her favorite color is purple, with a purple kitchen because she cooks and I cook. And it would be so invigorating and inviting and inspiring to cook in a beautiful purple marble kitchen, right? And most of the rooms are going to be purple except for mine because my favorite color is blue. And we've already put it on the vision board. And I have the best blue and white room ever coming to me. And it's going to have lots of rooms, and we can all stay and have fun and do podcasts and talk shit about people. And
I feel that that's necessary.
Yeah. And I feel like everybody that lives there gets to have a room that's their color.
How do we make this happen?
I'm working on it. Mainly by the end of by December 1st, y'all will be able to buy the chestnut checkers customizable t-shirts and hoodies. Yeah, we get in there. We get in there. So hopefully I'm trying to get some vinyls done and some direct to fabric transfers done so we can start having y'all be able to represent us the way we love to represent y'all. Like
And stop stealing our shit.
Oh no, they're gonna get stolen. These are gonna be the best of the best.
I'm tired, y'all. Like I'm running that. You can purchase these.
You can run a whole company of bracelets and hoodies just so you can have your own. I will make you your own.
You don't have to steal my shit no more, y'all. I'm tired.
You just buy two. I keep telling you.
In the arms of Stop stealing my stuff. Oh yeah, well this is sober us. This is sober us. We are out here.
Right.
We are out here today.
You said it, and I want to smoke a blunt. Look.
We got about 8 minutes, and but no, I'm
it's okay. Listen, don't steal my friend's stuff. Okay.
Stop.
And see,
I didn't lost all my fedoras. I sold most of them, but y'all didn't stole my fedoras, my belts, bracelets, suspenders, like glasses. No. Yeah, I deserve better.
You're fucking up. I'm gonna tell you this is why you're fucking up. Okay. You said you got a settle, whatever fuck you said, strap on to a big bitch earlier. And I'm telling you, big bitches can't steal your little ass hoodies. You might need to go ahead and do that.
Shit.
Now, if she stretch out a hoodie, I'm gonna be pissed with her. No.
They will find where there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely not. If you stretch out or cut up my friend's hoodie, we gonna fight. Get your own, bitch.
Got my shit looking like you Rocky Balboa with the whole collar missing out that mouth.
I hate that shit. I hate that shit.
You take my hoodie and just trash my hoodie like that? Like,
not my hoodie. Now that's going on a shirt. Not my hashtag, not my hoodie.
Hashtag not my hoodie.
Look, we'll be
like,
one
I
of the
think
not checkers.
More on the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
You know who needs to be on this Me Too movement? Y'all participation people.
Like the trophies?
The trophy people. Y'all need to be on the Me Too movement. Seriously. Every time we turn around, it's some dumb shit going on. Some dumbass is having a meltdown at Walmart, and you're calling yourself an adult. Like, people are afraid to have communication. You call yourself in a dating society, and you have these standards that your daddy ain't never even seen you through to. Like, you barely got your GED. Like, where are you getting these ideas from? Why is Cheesecake Factory? Why are all these weird shit? And I get some of this stuff were like jokes, and some of them were little skits. But y'all be following Cardi B and shit.
No, it's not.
Like, y'all be doing all that weird shit. Like, where's your standard?
When somebody writes, I want to be taken to Roof, ROOSF, crisp, CRISP. It's not jokes and skits. It's these dumb motherfuckers. I'm stupid motherfucker. It's these dumb motherfuckers.
You know that some of y'all young ladies, if y'all pawn like 4 pounds of y'all hair, 3 of y'all lace fronts, that's a down payment on a house.
No, here's the problem I have even with the lace fronts. Like, let's keep it a buck. I see mad lace fronts at the bus stop.
I mean, hey, man. I mean, and
no, we're not gonna hate men that, because everybody wants to come with excuses about how they can't drive in their area, or they can't do, or it's not like that, or installation of a lace front costs at least $100, even if your cousin is doing the air kitchen.
Oh, right.
It costs money to get this done, but you got a bus pass.
Mm-hmm.
So why aren't you saving money for a car? Like, why is your hair more important than the car? And then secondary to that question is, why the fuck is you in your 30s with baby hair, bitch? That shit is full grown.
Back nappied as hell.
Pam from Martin BDB back in the kitchens in the net.
Man, look like Velcro back there.
But you got baby hair all streaming down your forehead. That ain't yours. I am so sick and tired of being sick and tired of these ruthless ass bitches and these stupid ass niggas.
I gotta deal with this little jerk.
Hey.
I'm sick of him.
No, don't you call my baby a dingus. He is not a dingus. He is a reincarnation of an Egyptian prince cat. See how he treats you? That's royalty right there. God damn it.
He's a dingus.
He's
He's a dingus.
Not my baby.
He's an absolute dingus. Absolutely. But yeah, this like I said, make sure anybody like, subscribe, share with your friends, your people.
Have watch parties. Let
Absolutely.
us know we are.
They have watch parties in my community across the street.
I love it. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. Feel free to hop on your YouTubes and leave comments and talk to us and jump on today because we got the link up there. So if y'all got something to say, come on and say it. We are also hosting going forward. We have been posting about Acts CNC. We want y'all to ask us for advice. We want y'all to ask us questions so that we can have answers for you here on the show. And they may not
laugh
most orthodox answers, but if you ask us a serious question, we are going to give you.
Look, I'm going to give you the honest truth.
Yeah, all the time, every time.
What you take from this honest truth is on you. But I'm gonna give you the honest truth. So we're gonna be clear today. I chose today. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just got a quick shout out that I remembered that I was supposed to do in the beginning and I forgot, but I remember now.
Ooh.
Shout out to the little lady at the bank that made William put his face on the glass to get his phone back. We appreciate you, boo.
I appreciate you. Shouts out to you, Miss Helda. So I was at the bank and I had to hurry up so I could pay my rent. So I ran down and put my little tap to pay, put my phone down, put the little check in, rest of the cash in, close it up, and I said, boom, made it. But I had my watch on, right? So everything kind of rings on my watch. So I thought that I put my phone back and I didn't. And I locked myself out. And then I went all the way home and I was listening to music and the music was coming through my phone.
So for those of you that were with
me. And I was supposed to be live.
Yeah, who was with me and I was all by myself on Monday. That's where William was. And I hate that for him. That is a terrifying moment to realize you got all the way home and have no clue where your phone is. So I'm so grateful to our friend at the bank who was security.
I hope she's watching right now.
Put a FaceTime thing on there, like to put a face recognition on there.
She said, "Come here." I'm like, she said, "Come here," and then she went, and it went like that, and then unlocked. And she said, "Okay, it's yours." She opened up the thing and gave it to me.
I love it.
I said,
I love it,
ma'am. You are a genius. Really I loved her for that.
And a lifesaver. And she tuned into the live with me on Monday. So I'm so grateful to you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
She was such a doll. Tunes into the lives on Instagram on Mondays. We love y'all. And feel free. We are letting people, that's like a free for all. Y'all know we silly on here on Wednesdays, but we really just kind of come to talk on Mondays. Like, yeah, we're gonna sip our weekend tea on Mondays. It's fun.
So I'm gonna normally we here at Chestnut Checkers take unmerited pride in how we present ourselves here on Chestnut Checkers. Normally we try to make sure we're together, well put, but today I chose to do something different. I chose violence today. And here's why it is 8:31. I chose violence today for a reason.
Christina told your ass to put them shits away and you didn't listen.
So I was told that I'm not allowed to wear gray sweatpants anymore. Mind you, my single ass is single.
No,
I was told.
She was not told that. Do not misconstrue her words, sir. She said her man can't wear gray sweatpants. So you saying I'm single as a penny right after that means she wasn't talking to you. But we do know that you are well endowed. And so
So
we
here's the thing, but I understood where she was coming from. So here's what ended up happening. It was very clear that every time I decided to put on gray sweatpants,
molestation.
it was the attitude and the stank ass attitude anytime I tried to walk out the house beget. So I decided on behalf of and to honor, I'm going to actually showcase my flexibility a little bit. I decided to get my little green outfit as opposed to wearing gray. I hope that it satisfies, and I hope that I don't hear anything else because I like gray sweatpants, and I never knew it was a problem.
So, you do not know now that they gonna start calling you sweet pickle or some shit because you walking around with a green dick now. Like,
I feel like
no, sir. Scratch that. Rewind it. Start again. Because if an emotion don't come next, no, sir.
you will not. You know what? You know where my brain went.
Mm-hmm.
It went back to Friday with Sweet Dick Willie. That's sad. Sad. But we've been doing pretty good.
You said I was a sinner.
I know,
So,
I
yeah,
did.
I'm gonna
I
be
did.
that. And I'm a sinner with a dirty mind at that. Like, God knows my heart, but a dirty mind is a terrible thing to waste. It really is. And this goes back to what we was talking about before. Like, I like sex. It's nothing wrong with it. I don't have a problem with your gray sweatpants, but I understand the attention. And
Would you prohibit your man from going outside with gray sweatpants on?
I won't prohibit my man from doing nothing. I will walk away from a nigga if he's deliberately out here showing bitches his dick, though.
Chat.
Look, what they supposed to say? Like I said, GPT. You want the AI to come? What?
Help y'all.
What happened?
Is it appropriate to tell? Scratch that because I feel like it is low key because if you walk out the house in a certain outfit, not an unintentional. See now you see.
Right, but that's the gray sweatpants. Like if I'm doing it deliberately, and you know that's what it looked like.
I look like an old man. I see that.
See,
get your titties out of.
Put your titties away.
Get your titties out of here.
There's no place for them here. There's no.
them voluptuous titties. Get the devil.
No. These are heavenly
pillows.
But they're heavenly pillows. The devil is not involved.
Yeah, this whole fragile manhood thing where we're classifying like this high value and this top tier shit, it's gotta stop. We gotta first I've been shaking. We gotta first identify what characterizes a man. Now we can be generic. We can be like, okay, gender, male, balls, or dingus. We can say those things characterize man. All right. But we evidently know that there are things that we desire in a man, or well, y'all desire things in a man, and there's things that we desire in woman. Like I can say what classifies a woman. You could say boobs, vagina, bop 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 bop. But no, there comes a point in time there where I need to be able to look you in your eyes and communicate things that need to be communicated.
Okay, so I'm gonna get.
And we got to be able to stand on some shit and be able to spoke to one another.
Let me get right. I'm gonna get myself together real quick. Let me get right. Okay, so here's the thing. And this is why I'm so against this thing that I'm about to bring up. When in fact y'all stop calling us females, then we can classify what a woman is. But if every woman is reduced to her ovaries and her uterus, there is no classification for what a woman should be standing on. that make any sense?
It makes sense, and I get where you're coming from. I qualify, excuse me, males in the same regard.
Right, but we don't call y'all males. We
You
don't.
should.
I understand that, but no, we're not supposed to be trying to make a reduction. We're supposed to be trying to add.
It's not a reduction.
It is.
It is not.
Because
That's how you feel.
a man is more than just being male. Because there's boys, there's grown
Okay.
boys. There's a man is more than just being male. A woman
Okay.
is more than just being female.
I get where you're coming from. So I would say you're a woman.
Mm-hmm. And I still get
Shanquita,
called female.
huh?
I still just get called female.
If you do again, don't let me be in the room. We're gonna correct it. So I'm gonna actually qualify that shit too. On my stance and my standpoint. But why is it important to me to establish that distinction? It's important to me because it for one, it allows for the women and the men who are in that level of understanding that I'm in, they don't take that offense. They're not there to protect those who need to be dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, either will give them grace or will sometimes you might be in that pool too. You know what I mean? Get your ass in that pool too. Or those are the people that I define as men and women. Why? Because they have sound understanding. They're not running out here with their pink things hanging out and finding reasons as to why their pink things failed them.
Sad, ain't it?
That's what I deal with, male and female. Now we deal with the men and women who are as not and notice we ain't even talking about money yet. We probably won't. We won't have to. Those are the ones that are driven. Those are the ones that are oriented. Those are the ones that are focused, established, or at least have an idea that back there is not where I want to be.
Reality speaking, right? How do I explain this? Reality speaking, I want to say that the reason why money doesn't come into a real conversation about this is because when two people who are built in their gendernimity, right? Because I you know what I mean. Two people who are built in
Gendernimity. I love that.
gendernimity are together, the money will come. It won't be a fight over money. The money, the want and the almost need to be a part of whatever the other person is doing so that it grows greater is going to automatically be there. That's one of the standards as far as I'm concerned for a man, is someone who wants to grow with me and not build with me. I built what I got, but we can grow together and make something greater. And you see that in me and I see that in you. And you know, this whole idea of, oh, they fucking lying. Who said? And like they told the man in the video, like, it's basically the same argument of not every bitch is a gold digger. And we went through that whole diatribe that day with the monologue. Like,
Lord have mercy.
Not every woman is a gold digger. Not every man is gonna break your heart or rape you, you know, but there are a lot of mindsets out here that lead you to believe how capable people are of these evil acts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I hear a man saying what I heard him say on that particular,
that's scary.
I feel like he done raped somebody in his time, or has at very least thought about it beyond a Pornhub fantasy. You know what I mean? Like, why would you say that? Who hurt you, sir?
Right.
Who hurt you to the point where you devalue yourself to mean to the point where top tier to you means money and height? Because it goes even further than what he was saying. The whole demeanor and attitude is your trauma. Because if you don't value yourself for more than that, then what are you really doing as a person? It's sad almost.
Like, why would you put your place in that? Like, that's weird to me.
And then when they tried to call him, like, do you realize what you're saying? Was, I think, the first reaction.
Absolutely.
And he was like, yep, I said what I said. Like, really? You're going to be on the wrong side of history, my guy. And it's so, if that's where you want to be.
I mean, you can't knock it. It's just, like I said, at the end of the day, it's just sad for me to hear. You know what I mean? That just, and especially coming from, a melanated person, you can't expect people to think like you or act like you, but you can damn sure hope that they have a commonality, that if I'm out there fighting this battle, that I know that you're here for a reason, fighting this battle too.
See, this is the thing.
And it just kind of doesn't. And he ain't got shit to do with me. Like, I'm gonna go to sleep. He don't sign a check of mine.
I honestly don't want none of these bitches in my life for real. Like, I don't want hope. I want knowledge. Fuck hope. That bitch is usually in despair all the time. I don't want charity. I want grace. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give me a handout. Show me how to fucking get my hands on some shit. And I don't want chastity, nigga. I like nasty sex. Like, I don't want none of them hoes. You keep all them hoes where they at. Like,
I'm cracking up. Go for it.
I'm tired of it, because it's like we say these things. A lot of us don't realize how cliche we sound, first of all. Secondly, fuck keeping hope alive. We had that during crack.
Nah, I mean, I'd say keep hope, because again, like, for me, and I get, God knows I didn't fuck some people up over, under, but the reality is, for me, it's like what I'm building, and the energy and the amount of work that it's taken to sustain and maintain it. It takes life force.
Don't it though?
And God knows that it'd be a little bit more easy when you have a trust in something. And not to say that I have a hope in humanity, because humanity is just what it is, But at the end of the day, what I do have a hope for is for this smaller pool. Remember, we talked about them seeds in the corner? That I may be present and planted near a selection of them seeds.
Right.
So that my life can be made easier. It's going to be work, but God knows it'll be easier.
Ain't nothing easier than coming home to my house and not having to listen to no nigga complain about what I don't feel like doing.
Want to stop getting some complaining ass niggas? Listen.
I'm just saying.
I don't.
I told you, I'm the type of person, and for anybody who's interested in me, shoot your shot, right? But just know, if I don't feel like doing it, I'm not fucking doing it. Hey, baby girl, don't ill me. Don't you ill me, boo. Look,
listen.
don't come into my life expecting me to move to your drum. If our drums can't match, if you can't be the bass to my snare, nigga, then move to another band. Because one band, one sound out this bitch is the way I live my life.
Listen, I've had people like just try to, just interrupt. Just really try. And I know you mean well, but right now you're being disruptive. Like that. Don't be disruptive.
But it's so, you know what? I'm going to just let anybody who's looking know, right? I'm going to be the best disruption you ever met.
Now, in time, let me be clear. Let me be very clear. In time, the place is made for all of that to happen. But what I'm talking about is when you first start out, and that's whatever standard of operation y'all talk about, and you're talking about wills of attrition here, is my way versus your way. What I would ask is that don't be disruptive. Now, how extreme you decide as a young woman to take that is on you. And likely if you go too far, I'm not going to chase you anyway. What I mean by disruptive.
Please explain, because I know exactly what you mean, but I love to hear your explanations.
When I often make a joke, well, not a joke, but I make a statement about just take the time to understand my order. If you take the time to understand my order, I guarantee you're going to hear me holler help more than you probably would hear me. As calm as I may seem,
It's the
I'm going to
cutest
be like,
thing, y'all.
help.
Yeah.
You'll hear that more than, and that is likely for you to see, honestly, my honest vulnerability, the things that I am great at, the things that I really, really need help on, the things that I am open to receive a lot of criticism. Some of the things that I'm going to be like, hold up, give me small pieces. I'm going to receive what you're saying, but you got to give me in small doses because it will cause me to implode. Those are the areas that I mean understand my order. You know what I mean? You got to understand mind, body, spirit here. If you can speak to my spirit, then my mind and my heart are very easy to get to. But if you can't speak to my spirit, then likely I'm going to look at you like, no.
And ladies, if you think what's at the back of your vagina is speaking to his spirit,
You're going to really find yourself in a dark hole. I'm a Scorpio.
I will find you.
It's a dark hole that you deal with.
I'm a Sagittarius, and even if he can't see the disruption, and if I see it, it's a problem.
You be blind out here
Sometimes.
but yeah, it's
it's one glasses.
It's one of those things to where like and that's where, you know, I believe the village that I have as a whole, I'm uniquely blessed to say, oh, there it is. I'm uniquely blessed to say that those that are in my village have the best interest, and I, as a reformed human, have to learn to accept those areas of being like, okay, they have my best interest at heart.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
I told you it's a whole thing going on in my head, right? Like I got a whole, it flips channels and everything, right? Can we not, how do we say village without saying village? Because in my head, I hear like, wow, wow. Like it's a lot of African noises that happen.
That's how I hear it. Wait a minute. That's how, you got me fucked up.
I thought it was just me. Like every time I hear village, I hear like all of the African sounds with the fucking hyenas in the background and all of it. Like
I want you to hear it all.
Oh, shit. I thought it was just me. Oh, that's hilarious.
This is what I want my
right.
I want to wake up. Can you imagine getting you saw me? Mm-hmm. You minding your business. You minding your business, right? That's why I be saying village, because I am one of them people that are very like, the less I have to wear, the better off my life is. I'm only dressed because I gotta be presentable out here. Like
William fucking tried to kill me, y'all. You're not gonna do that.
Can you imagine the right motherfucker? You just sleep and you in your little village minding your business, and all of a sudden, bow! You ain't nothing you can do, but you gotta wake up.
I imagine all.
You gotta finish. You gotta finish.
But it's.
You gotta finish. You gotta finish. You gotta finish. Let's go ahead and finish. Just get an attitude later. You gotta finish.
One of these days.
That's why I use little sensitive words called village and tribe and words like that. It allows for the purest form of people to come out.
So you and this water tried to kill me just now. Y'all are in cahoots.
You've been redeemed.
Thank you.
Look, God trying to baptize you from the inside out.
This is why I'm a throat goat, because it got stuck.
Absolutely.
You know what? It's okay. But yeah, that's pretty much what I hear. Add some bongos and some animal sounds in the background.
I want my village to be
the fuck. Django, get out!
this
Stupid ass boy.
I mean, fucked up out. Nigga.
I knew who it was. You see, he heard me. He came running out that goddamn kitchen. He knocked the broom over. Shut your ass up. Stop being bad. I said shut. Don't you talk to me like that, Django.
That son of a bitch. Oh, anybody want a cat? Listen. He's lovable.
Look.
Like all you have to do is just snap your fingers twice and he's gonna come running. He's lovable. He's litter trained. He kills on sight.
What we're not gonna do is allow you to get rid of my baby. No. So stop it. You knew he was a handful when you met him. And this is what I say. The same way you should say to men who are interested in me, this is what I will say to women interested in you. We have 21 plus 10, 31 episodes of us being a fucking handful. If y'all don't know by now what you dealing with, is that outside my house or your house? Okay. It's a lot going on over there. I didn't hear the ice cream man, so he must realize it's winter.
Yo, I'm trying to tell.
Why does it have a stutter?
He's gonna keep smacking me in the face with his tail. Like
I told you he was royalty. He acts just like a fucking prince. All high and mighty and shit.
So it was like 70 degrees and then it turned into like 31 degrees last night. Completely inappropriate.
Yeah, no, this is what's been happening. So it's like 40 something degrees when I leave in the morning, and then it's 80 by the time I come home. So, you know, thank God for elderberry and echinacea and shit, because I have not succumbed to the beginning of the year germs that the kids bring home from school. Don't call him like that.
Stop.
Maybe like just drop him like that.
I sure did.
He's doing egregious.
He went all claws in my freaking.
Yeah, I seen it because I seen the way he went. Yeah, look, okay. We got 7 minutes till not. Well, so we got 7 minutes till the hour and a half mark. I'll put it like that because our clocks are different, and I still don't understand that shit because we both.
Now we got 5 minutes on my end now.
Yeah, we have 4 on my end, but then we got 6 left in the hour and a half. That's why I was like, I'm gonna just count it by the clock on the show. It is nobody's clocks match, even though we're all in the same time zone. How did that? Nobody's TVs match either. Have you ever noticed like y'all be watching the same thing, but the TV is 2 minutes faster?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, y'all. We love doing this. And I really was angry when I first watched this video. Like, if it wasn't for William explaining to me that the checking happened, like, I think I shut down mentally.
You did.
After the second, generally, because I was like, this nigga, I was driving too, y'all. Like, I be doing too much shit while I'm driving.
Like, one thing about men, and it's when men check men, it's usually in the form of that style of humiliation, because it's like one of them, oh, nigga. It gets real exaggerated, like,
nigga. But it's like that. And I'm seeing more and more my friends feel that way about their friend groups, which makes me feel good that these are the ones that I chose to be my friends. Because sometimes you just see niggas say certain shit, right? Like, okay, so I'm a firm believer that hood shit don't work, right? It's always a nigga in the hood named Cash who's always don't have no money. How the fuck where the fuck did we get this nigga from? It's always a nigga in the hood talking about he knows women, but ain't never got no fucking women. Like, when you really think about it, if you knew women, see what I'm saying? It's a nigga like this talking about we be lying to cover the fact that he can't tell the truth. And so I'm starting to learn where the idea of grace comes from, because I don't fight with the perpetually late. I don't fight with those ones. We're not fighting with the permanently late people. And so that's where the grace comes from. I'm thinking, like, I gotta be able to see
Yeah.
how lacking in speed they are. How lacking in speed, is that a good way to say it? Because that's where I'm going with it. How lacking in speed someone is.
I try to give I can't. I've had to recognize and thank goodness for a lesson here. I could not give what God gave me. I can give you forgiveness and understanding. If you acrimoniously put that in FU, I can't give you mercy. I can give you a lesson. Look, this is what happens when you fuck around and find out you're on the other side of this door, and now you have to sit there for a moment, probably for a moment of your lifetime, and think about the stupidity. I can't give wrath. I can give correction. God gave me a palm, and God gave you a cheek.
That part I agree with, because I can give you wrath.
So if you
gotta correct you. That's just me.
Wrath for me is when you see that red and you lose control of yourself. I don't ever, and I'm thankful that I've never, and this is parts of my father. He made sure that he tried not to have us ever see that. But I have never seen red and blanked out.
Oh, honey.
However, that heart pumping adrenaline of feeling excited about what the hell is about to happen, that unknown result, that does make me salivate. I ain't gonna hold you. It's like fireworks, and it's almost like seeing the 4th of July happen. So I always want to be present to see the magic, even if I may not win that fight. And thank God that never been dinged like that before. But what I will say is that just seeing that red, I don't ever want to get to that wrathful state.
The last fight I had in my life, y'all, right? And it was one of these moments, which is why I'm bringing it up. I was homeless, living with some folks, paying for a room for me and all my 4 kids in this house, right? And there was a young lady who was also staying there. And she had taken some liberties with the words that she would use towards my children, in regards to their father, who at the time we were estranged, but he was still around, if that makes any sense. The lady of the house finally gave me permission. Like, after watching me get provoked for weeks, she was like, okay, go ahead. Just take her ass in the backyard. She doing too fucking much. So I politely skipped my ass because I've been waiting, right? But out of respect for this woman's house, I wasn't gonna do nothing because this ain't my house, right? Plus my kids, I don't want to see my. Anyway, so I'm walking down the hallway to go to where she was, and I hear her look into the room where my children are at and say that their father was a piece of shit. The next thing I know, my son is like, "Mom, get off!" Get off. And I'm not laughing because I'm proud of it. That's one of my least proud moments, is having my children have to pull me off of this girl. The bad part about it for me was them saying to me, so once I came back in view of what was actually happening, and I'm like this, and they're like, get off of her. So I do like this. Like, I don't have her, she got me, because I had long dreads at the time. So they finally get her to let my hair go. I go sit in the living room. I'm just as fucking calm. My kids are like, I'm more scared now. Like, mom's gonna kill her. Y'all need to make her leave. Because there was no incitement. There was no argument. She said what she said. I remember saying, bitch, I told you not to talk to my kids.
Mm.
The next thing I remember is my children pulling me off of her. And then it was just completely like serene. Like it went
Mm-hmm.
from a storm to nothing. Like
Oh, that's the beautiful part.
clear day. Yeah. And I'm just as fine. And they're looking at me thinking I'm murderous at this point. I tell people all the time that, especially like when I'm getting to a stage of relationship.
Baby flush.
Look, right, because it's a good feeling, ain't it? And that girl had to walk around that house with a necklace and some things under her eyes for about a week and a half.
Doop, doop, doop.
Look, because I don't play about my kids now. Look, I am, and like I said, people always like to blame astrological shit. No, I'm just only gonna speak for me. If we playing around and we dating and it's cool, then let it be cool. Please. Because the reality is I'm either open or I'm closed. It's like the flue in your fucking fireplace. But either way, I'm dangerous.
Cold world.
But you don't necessarily want to see the depths of the Mariana Trench once you know it's there.
You know what I did notice about we went past the time.
Yeah, we always do. I be running my mouth. What's up?
But I can't see who's watching us.
What do you mean?
Can we see that?
I can see that there's 2 people, but no, it doesn't tell you who.
You know what, StreamYard, if we can close out with some constructive criticism, I feel like
Here you go with this feel like shit.
we should be able to see who's watching us. Like, what if it's like a booger or a dingus or a pack of dingai? We don't want packs of dingai on here.
I might like that. You know what? No, never mind. Scratch that. You right.
We are chestnut checkers, y'all. We are here every Wednesday. It was the look that I just can't even get past. I am your host, William Alexander, aka the Black MacGyver, aka Scarf Boy. This is my lovely, lovely co-host, the wonderful, wonderful Rare Sense. I fix it, she finds it. Done with Kristen Rare Sense Wilson, ladies and gentlemen. We are Chestnut Checkers. Thank you so much for such a beautiful, beautiful night. Blessings, y'all. Just remember to love one another, y'all. If we could leave just with a thought, and I want to remember to do this. Just love one another, y'all. That's all we got for tonight.
Love yourselves.
Love yourself. If you that part, let's rewind.
That's all right.
Let's rewind. Love yourself first. Take some time, learn what love is, then love yourself. Goods, bads, uglies. After you finish doing that, then just learn to love people. You don't have to give yourself to people to love them.
It's not even a learning curve, in my opinion. Once you truly love yourself, you will love others because you'll recognize yourself in them. And that's what grace is. That's where forgiveness comes from. That's where understanding comes from. Once you know and love yourself, you won't be able to look at the next human being and say, damn, I'm gonna fuck that nigga up. No. Ow. Careful, Django. Stop doing shit. Look, he don't never get me yelling at him. I'm usually the one like, I love you, Django. And you're like, fuck this nigga.
Ooh, I can love you from afar.
I will punch you, you stupid. Anyway. But yeah, like the idea of chestnut checkers, the reason why it's called chestnut checkers is because these concepts are not easy. There's rules to this shit.
Levels and rules to this shit.
There is understanding that their players have different roles. There is learning what those roles are and then playing them to the point where you win the fucking game. Y'all out here talking about rent. I'm talking about mansions. We are not the same.
Not the same.
I want a community. And when I say that, I mean 500 acres where we all got our own shit and farm together and go off the grid.
We had a young man on here. His name was $1 Billion Babies.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all think I'm joking when I told you I got a contractor. Like y'all think it's a game.
But this
Like
is
we are
y'all.
building, y'all. Like, and it's not that we're building for any we have a community that has a whole fashion curator. We have Kristen that is
The
she's
other
all
way.
things great. She's a that way. She's I don't know what she can't do. She can find me anything that I need the way
I
I
can't
need,
put up with these niggas bullshit. That's for damn sure.
except a good man. It's like no.
I
But she found one. But no, but
did.
we're finding a community and that person that's able to overwatch and be there and make sure that things drive the way they're supposed. Like that is the goal, y'all. Like, and as we're building, y'all won't mess around. You gonna see us sitting right next to each other, having a conversation, talking about I told y'all asses so.
Look, ain't these lights pretty?
Like
Look, looking right in his face.
when Kristen decides to like really start speaking on stuff, y'all think that it's like just me always like no blah 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 blah. No, I'm sitting here like I'm gonna start praying about it, and because I trust what she's saying and what she's doing and the work she's putting in, it's not a second thought to invest in it. So when she talking about mansion, I said I'm thinking in my head, I got my little suite.
Yeah. You,
Like
the
look,
kids, everybody gonna have their own room.
I'm,
We might
I'm
have
looking,
different
I'm looking,
wings. I
and
mean,
it's
all I
not.
ask is for my one room to be named like real royal blue and white, right? With gold accents, just like the background. Like what y'all see is gonna be my room, and a 2-boat garage. I know some of y'all ain't even there yet, but I need a 2-boat garage because we gonna be on some water.
And it's like, and it's really following, and it's not easy to stay on the same path. Like, yo, y'all, I'll be ready to be like, yo, fuck this journey. I ain't even going. Yeah, you thought I wasn't gonna find out, Miss Serenity. Fuck this journey sometimes, but then I have to look and see like growth is painful. Growth is is saddening sometimes. Growth is lonely. Growth is all these things. But when you look at the hell and what you've grown past, it makes it so much more beautiful. Then you can see like so many different things like and opportunities, and you get to have a different mindset. So you'll hear me talk about low vibrational people. That's literally how I view it. Like I can't be mad at them for not wanting the best and the most out of life.
But here's what's crazy, William. And see, everybody looks at me like I don't know the Bible and I shouldn't be a Christian and I shouldn't be this because I cuss and I drink sometimes, I smoke weed or whatever people's judgments are on me. But y'all motherfuckers are sitting around being Lot's wife, salty and looking backwards. Like I'm trying to go to land of milks and honeys. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I need to go. Look, this is why I understand why Nicki Minaj does that. Because sometimes you can't even say the whole word out your mouth because it sounds crazy having to be said. But I know y'all niggas ain't really, y'all out here pretzels for real. Y'all got shit twisted and you salty to the motherfucker. Like, no.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's a game because we not putting our cash app up here every week. We're out here building something. Like y'all get down for
Like
it.
it's really called surrender, y'all, and it's a different thing to know where you're going, but just being like, you know what, guy, you are making some ways to get there that I'm just like,
Baby.
okay, all
Baby.
right,
Look,
it's somehow happening. So if y'all haven't noticed, when we decided to take a break, we took a break. This isn't cheap to maintain this shit. It ain't cheap.
not on financially, not on energetically, not on spiritually,
No,
not on mentally, not on even content, because
no,
we're not just gonna put anything out here
no,
just to be having something to talk about. Because a lot of this shit ain't even worth our time. But when
no.
we do find interesting subjects such as the one tonight that we can explore and try and figure out why our community is here and then move forward from that, it's always a good
It's
conversation.
love, y'all, and it's something that we had to learn individually. Like there was no happen circumstance why we met each other. Like let me turn this way. Why we met each other. It's been a journey where I thought that I have an understanding of love, but having to learn it all over again in a different value, and it's not taken away because it's beautiful, y'all, because it's allowing me to reconcile things of my past. You know what I mean? And not taking out on a relationship.
Yeah.
You
But
know what I mean?
the
Like,
reality is, if you don't know how to love a friend, you'll never know how to love a wife or a husband.
nah,
You'll
man.
never, like, one of the main things whenever I've talked to the elders is you got to be friends. When they're married 40, 50, 60 years, you got to be friends.
Yeah.
You gotta love past something that you thought might break you sometime,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or
Yeah.
lose everything you've grown into.
Yeah.
It's a tough. We both are children of divorce at this point, and not our parents, but us. Like we both have had to
Mm-hmm.
grow from giving someone our everything to have that not be a thing. And
Yeah.
love takes on a different standard when you've given all you got. It
Mm-hmm.
really does. And so to understand that there are so many minds out here that don't even love themselves enough to watch what the fuck they say on some of these podcasts, who are willing to really disparage themselves, their mamas, their wives, their kids, their fathers, they anybody who ever was a representation of them by the way they open their mouth. Like, that's why I don't get mad. My mom gets on me about cussing to this day, and I don't get mad at her because I get that I'm a representation of her. But she
Mm-hmm.
don't get that I'm a representation of the 90s too. Like, you could take the Snoop away from the girl, but you can't take it's just
Yeah.
what it is. You know what I mean?
I had to remind my father a couple of times. I said, I'm a representation of and an example of all that you've done.
Mhm.
And it doesn't take away goods, bads, and indifference. The time that
Exactly.
you were present, the times that you weren't, the time that you did, the time that you didn't, the time that you thought, the time that you could have, the time that you couldn't have. I'm all of those things together. And as a result, I've just learned something a little bit different. And I've just learned forgiveness. And as a result, I can just love you for where you stand.
I'm working on forgiveness, y'all. I am healing. I am not healed. I will punch you in your fucking throat. Try me.
And I don't look. I don't want anybody to think. Now this is something that it makes me laugh sometimes. They be like, "Oh, you're the peacekeeper." I said, "I absolutely my weakest link is peace. I am a man of chaos. Trust me, I am here for the shits and the good time. I am not beneath violence,
Look.
but I'm choosing not to go forward in it. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like it's something to be like, you know what? We all deserve a chance to learn something here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that is my main goal. Like, because there was a time or two where I could have been taken the fuck out of here, like
Very much so.
dumb shit. You know, when
Those
I
raging
was
moments that we were talking about earlier, that I've had plenty of those in my lifetime. And thank
young,
God I'm still
yeah,
here, because you don't know. You wouldn't know until you get to that moment of clarity and you come out of
yeah.
that rage, whether or not you've been stabbed 4 times or somebody shot. You
Don't
wouldn't
know a person's
know.
realm of desperation. That's a scary thing, man. Like, so
And I
I
will say that bitch bit the shit out of me because she was that scared, and that was the only thing she could get a hold of. I had a chunk took out my arm, fucking with her.
listen, and for people who haven't lived and experienced life, and they say they're about these things and about these um quote unquote building principles. You got to see them for who they are. You got to see how they behave when the sun comes up. You know, where are they facing? You know, if a man's face is not to the floor when the sun comes up, you might want to consider where his spirit principles are. 'Cause that's the first thing.
He means praying, y'all, not drunk.
Mm, they know what I mean.
I'm not. Some people will take it that way, so I just be trying to clear.
If man, you're resting and you don't feel a gentle hand praying over your goddamn raggedy ass body, you might want to consider what you're dealing with. Every time you go to bed, she shouldn't be on top of you riding. Sometimes she should be praying over your ass because you need it.
Mm-hmm.
I sound like an old ass man, but look, yo, I'm
I'm
not
old
going.
out here. Nah, we old out here.
I'm
Fuck all that.
tired, but we're in a different dawning, y'all. Like shit's different. You know
Here's
what I mean?
Look.
It's start.
Let me take those
Oh
off
shit.
because praying is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't pray, don't fuck with me. Don't offer to pray for me neither, because I don't know who some of y'all are praying to. But praying is necessary. And I don't understand. These are the things that left our village, our community. These are the things that I was talking to my boo on Saturday. She's like, "What you doing?" And I'm like, "I got the music going. I'm in here cleaning up." And her response was, "Can we bring back cleaning up on Saturdays with the music going?" I said, "Bitch, when did it leave?" Like, there's certain standards. You do your regular, dishes and sweep the floor or whatever. But on Saturday morning, that music comes on. Everybody got a sponge or a broom or a vacuum. This is when your light switches get cleaned, your doorknobs, the edges of the doors where everybody's dirty fingerprints goes to open the door. Like, when did we stop doing this? And people say I'm bougie and I'm too picky. But I promise you, if I come in your house and your baseboards are dirty, I can't fuck with you. If I come in your house and I got to worry about getting fucking dust in my hair because your fans are filthy, I can't fuck with you.
You ever seen all that back dirt on the back of your air conditioner?
Yeah.
Yo.
Like,
look
if
like
I go in your bathroom
Ooh.
and the fan is all clogged up with dust, I can't fuck with you. And then on top of it, from my experience, I'm at your mama's house. So your mom is a dirty fucking hoe because you ain't got no house, nigga. And your ass stopped helping her clean up on Saturdays since you became double digits, because you was the one that used to do all these little jobs and she couldn't handle it all on her own with your grown ass in the house writing your name on the orange juice. Niggas, like, there's just certain stuff that I am sad that it went away. There's certain stuff that I'm happy that it went away, right? But there is certain stuff that I can plainly say should never have gone away.
Absolutely not.
Stop trying to keep up with the low-hanging fruit and start trying to elevate yourselves to a position where you want something more.
Bathing in the crab barrel. We are Chestnut Checkers, y'all. We love y'all.
Love you.
Thank you so much for supporting. Shouts out.
Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy
Good night.
Wednesday. Good night.